Hi team, it's Mr. Keffer. Thank you very much for joining me for this week's Teen Adult Senior Black Belt Track class. This is Strike Week. You're going to be testing on your 3 self-defense techniques. It's going to be headlock, knife poke, and bear hug from behind, arms pinned. If you're first degree black belt or higher, we'll be testing on the first 2 sections of Tam Tui. So you're going to make sure you want to record that and send that to your online coach. All right, everyone, natural stance. Snap to attention, spread your feet, make a fist, cover, close your eyes for a second, focus on your breathing, set your attention for class today. Today, I want you to remember to actively practice being grateful throughout our training and throughout the rest of your day. Team, snap to attention, face front and back. Back out your natural stance. Relax stance, hands behind your back. And repeat after me. To build true confidence, I must have knowledge of the mind, honesty in the heart, strength in the body. Winners never quit, quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. All right, team, back out your natural stance. Team, attention. Stop your right leg, step into guard stance. All right, team, we're going to start with jab, cross. I want to see that intensity here. So as we're punching, we're going to drive into it, get full body rotation, get power. Imagine you have to defend yourself, and these punches are all stopping you from being defeated by your opponent. It's all stopping your opponent from attacking your family. You have to do your very best today, right? All right, team, ready? Hands are up. Ready? And go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go, Supasa, 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 and switch. Aya, still doing jab cross, team, right? And go, Supasa, go, Supasa, go, Supasa, go, Supasa. Go, Supasa, 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 and switch. Aya. This time with team front leg side kick. So here, kicking, driving in, striking back, hitting with the heel of the foot, toes turned to the side. Remember to do the side kick, we need to pivot, chamber, thrust the kick out, bring it back and down. When you thrust it out, don't bring it back to your butt. Ready, team? And go, 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 soup, 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 and switch, other side, front leg side kick, team, right? And go, soup, and go, soup, 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 and go, soup, go, soup, and switch. Aya. Team, it's time to combine together. Front leg, side kick, land, jab, cross, and then reset. Remember, as we're doing the jab cross, hands are up on your cheeks, elbows are in. Ready? And go. Soup, Supasa, and reset. Go. Soup, Supasa. 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 Go. Soup, Supasa, and switch. All right, team. Front leg side kick, front hand jab, back hand cross. And go. Supasa. Up. Supasa. Up. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Go. Supasa. Natural stance, team. Everyone gather in. Natural stance. Team, for the past couple of weeks, we've been practicing gratitude in different ways. Writing it down, sharing it with others. This week's challenge is to take a few minutes each day to meditate. Now, I want you to remember that meditating doesn't mean we don't think about anything, but it challenges us to stay present where we are. Let's practice together. Everyone close your eyes. We're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, then out for 4 seconds. Let's do that together. Ready? In, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, team. While you're focused on your breath, I want you to reflect on something good that happened, something that you're grateful for in the last 24 hours. As you breathe, keep your focus on that gratitude. If you start to drift off, think about something else. Just come back to where you're grateful for. All right, team, I'll count for you. Ready? And let's begin. In, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, team, slowly open your eyes. Relax. Let's get back to our natural stance. Let's go back to our starting spot. Everyone, natural stance. Our self-defense is a headlock from the side. We'll do a right side headlock, which means our attacker is grabbing with the right hand and they're pulling us down. So team, when someone grabs you in a headlock, they're bending you over to try and get control of you. They're going to punch you in the face or spin you around. They are not going to just put their arm around you up here and hold you like here. They're not your best bud. They're pulling you down pretty strong on this one. So, a couple things we want to make sure we can try and avoid. One is we don't want to get choked out. We don't want them putting a lot of pressure on the front of our throat. As they start to push us down, we're going to turn our head into the side, almost like we're biting them. We're not biting them, but we're going to turn our head toward the side so that we have some breathing room. The other one is, if you find yourself there for any length of time, reach up, grab, loosen that grip up. Okay, I say for any length of time because my goal is to strike as soon as I feel this is happening. Like if they catch me off guard and they pull me down and I'm dropping my cell phone, because that's what I was doing, I was staring at my cell phone, I wasn't paying attention. And I'm here and I start choking, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna grab that arm and anchor down, and when I anchor down, I'm gonna try and get my elbow to my ribs, pulling it down, try and give myself some room to breathe. Okay, but we don't wanna hold that position for too long. They're gonna start punching me in the face or doing something else to me. I can't stay stationary for that. So my preferred approach for this is the moment I feel myself being pulled down. What I'm going to do is they're pulling me with their right hand, they're pulling me in. I'm going to step forward with my right leg, boom, as I'm falling forward. So I'm falling forward. I'm not going to stay here. I'm stepping in, boom, right leg in, creating a little T with myself and the person who's over here. My front hand, I'm going to hammer fist to the groin. My back hand, I'm going to hammer fist to the spine. So if you think about where your belt is, think about 2 or 3 inches above your belt. Front of the belt, think about 2 or 3 inches below your belt. They're a little bit higher, different angles here, right? All right. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, right? So again, right side shoulder, right side headlock. They grab me with their right arm. They're pulling me forward. My right leg steps forward. It's natural. What's going to happen naturally, just so I don't fall over. I'm stepping in, turn my head to the side. I'm going to hammer fist. I'm using the momentum of them pulling me forward to drive that first hammer fist. So as I'm coming in, boom, I want to drop and hit, try and get all that tapping at the same time. Now I'm going to take my left hand. I have to bring my left hand over my head so it's between my face and theirs. I'm going to hook. So I'm going to hook up underneath their chin, underneath their nose, maybe their eyebrows. Grabbing the hair is not quite so effective. I try doing that. I try to avoid doing that. So we're going to get underneath their chin. So our first day we'll get underneath their head. Chin. You can practice all these different ways with a partner, but for today let's try, imagine we're going underneath their chin. First, I'm going to get my hand underneath their chin. And one of the things I see happens a lot is people get underneath their chin and they push straight back. You're not going to find you get much leverage that way. What I want to do is I'm going to get underneath the chin. I need to lift the head up. What I want to have happen is I want their chin to go back. I want their head to go behind their shoulders. Then I'm going to push back. So I'm going to get underneath their chin. I'm pushing up. And then as I push back, my legs straighten up to arch to get that full range of motion, get back, a lot of push, gravity out here pushing me forward as I arch their back. And then I can finish off with a hammer fist. All right, and then we can stop, stay back. So let's try that team from the beginning. This is a right side headlock, right? So the first thing I do is step forward with my right leg. I put my head in the center of the chest. I'm going to hammer fist the groin, hammer fist the back. Those hip strikes should happen at the same time. Left hand, knees between our faces, over my head, between his face. I'm going to put my hand underneath his chin. I'm pushing up. Once it gets his chin to go up, I'm pushing back. And that's where I straighten my legs out. I'm not straightening my back. I'm straightening my legs. That's where the power comes from. My back straightens up as I do it, but really the legs are where the power generates the power. Hammer fist to the chest. Stop, stay back as we cover up. All right, let's do that again. Right side headlock. They grab me in that right side headlock. My head starts falling forward. As it does, I step forward with my right to catch my balance. Boom, I'm going to hit groin and back. Reach around, grab their face, pry it up, pry it back. Smash them in the chest. Stop, stay back. Team, I'm going to do a face in the sideways one. All right, again, it's a right side headlock. They're on this side. Grab me in the headlock. I step in. Boom, I create that T as I strike. Hit, pull up, pull back. Hammer fist. Stop, stay back. All right, team, back to your natural stance. Our self-defense will be upper knife thrust. So this is an attack where someone's coming at you with a knife, and it's very common for someone to come in and they'll repeat thrusting in here. They may grab hold of an arm and pull you in, and they're going to do a lot of thrusting here really fast and hard, trying to get a lot of penetration very quickly. So the first thing we want to do is try to create the best barrier between us and our adversary. So of course, the best barrier is to not be there in the first place, is to have a great deal of distance between myself and my attacker, have physical barrier between me and them, a car, a table, a wall, something to protect us. Okay. But if this is an ambush or you don't have that barrier out there, then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of rely on our flinch response. Our flinch response for this is someone's coming in, we're really just going to throw ourselves back and we're going to put our arm in front of us and create a wall with our arm. That way when they're hitting, all right, they're hitting here, they're going to feel they're making contact. Boom, 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 boom. But they're making contact with your arm, not your stomach. All right, and we'll keep that arm there. We're not going to extend the arm out. We're going to keep the arm out here. We need to make sure we're creating that wall first. That's the first thing we need to do. Right. So if I'm standing sideways here and someone comes at me, first thing I do, I'm going to hollow out, create the wall. They're hitting here. I'm going to try and step forward as they're pulling back. I'm going to step in. As they're pulling back, I'm keeping my arm in contact with their bladed hand, pushing it out, bringing it up, trapping it against my shoulder. At the same time, my opposite hand is going to heel palm them right in the face. I'm going to hook my hand behind their head. So it's a heel palm to the face, slide around behind their head. From here, my back leg, same side that I just did the heel palm with, I'm just going to knee him in the groin. Boom! Right? And by the way, one knee may not be sufficient. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, whatever it takes to really get them to soften up. Once they start to double over, I'm stepping back. I'm grabbing my hands on the back of the head. I'm grabbing them, pulling them down, getting in a lower stance, dropping them down to here. So they're sideways across my body. From here, my hand comes up. I'm going to match my grip to their grip. We're going to show this in more detail in a second. And from here, I'm going to turn, stepping back and pushing their hand down, making a smaller circle with their hand. Going to kick, stop, stay back as I get out of there. So the last kick is to the face. So let's talk a little about that grip. So if someone has that knife out here, what we're going to do is we're going to match our hand to the back of their hand. We're going to get right on top of it, and we're going to circle down. We're going to take their hand and make a smaller circle with it as we're going through with this. So as I come here, their arms up top of me, I grab their hand. I'm stepping, so they're really not moving their hand too much. I'm stepping so that I can get that hand and push that small circle going forward with this. Now, if they haven't dropped the knife by the time you've kicked them in the knee a few times, groin a few times, the odds are this is not going to get them to drop their knife because it's going to lock that hand down really tight for them. We're going to kick right to their face as hard as we can. Drive your shin into it if you can. Boom. And then we're going to push and get away. Our goal is to get away from there as quickly as we can. We want to try and incapacitate them as efficiently as we can and then escape from the situation. We don't want to be there any longer than we have to be. All right. So let's go through this again. This is our uppercut knife. Someone's coming in and they're thrusting in from here. So I'll do it once from this side, I'll do another one from that side over there. So the uppercut knife, first thing we do is going to hollow out, create the wall, try and get my stomach out of the way. Create the wall, bang, bang, bang. So one of the most common mistakes I see in this situation is I see people try and push that away right off the bat before they're moving in. That first strike comes here, second strike comes right back in. So this is not a one strike and done. This is going to be multiple strikes coming in. We need to create that wall there. And then, boom, as they're pulling back, we are following their arm. Take that contour of the arm, kick down, boom, pull it back. Okay, you're going to lock into it. Okay, it's going to be here. They're going to be tapping on your shoulder. They may even cut you on the shoulder. We're not worried about that. I mean, we are a little bit, but our goal is to stop them. We're going to try and immobilize as much as we can with our other arm, and we're going to hit them in the face. That's the heel palm. We're going to try and stun them. Okay. Hit them high, grab. Hit them low. All right. All right. Boom, boom. That's the reaction we get. As they start to bend over, I'm dropping my weight back, pulling them forward, grab, push. And team, it's not just using your hand here. You're stepping back and you're dropping your weight as you're making that circle there. You want to really snap that circle into place. Kick. Notice as I'm kicking, I'm pulling extending my toes out. I'm not kicking with the toes of my foot. I'm trying to kick them in the face. So I'm really driving it almost like the instep of my foot or my shin into their face as I kick to get out of there. We're going to do it again. We're going to kind of walk through that one pretty quickly. All right, again, from right here. This is an uppercut knife. Ideally, I'm trying to move out of the way. This tends to be an ambush attack, so I'm trying to rely on that flinch response. See it coming, boom. I come in here, hollow out, block. I step in as I push the arm out. Okay. Their arm's still here, I'm pushing it around. Boom, trapping it. Heel palm, huge hip rotation right here. Grab. Knee, boom, 1, 2, 3. Drop down, pulling forward. As I'm dropping the weight back, I'm pulling him in as close as I can, getting him low. grab the hand. Again, my hand's facing the same direction as their hand. My fingers are in the same direction as theirs. I'm curling, stepping back, and I drop down as I anchor that hand down. And then from here, kick to the face, stop, stay back. I'll do it from the other side just so you can get a different view from it. Okay. Uppercut knife. So from here, they're coming in, I hollow out. I step in and push around. My arm's guiding theirs around. I'm trapping it here across my shoulder. At the same time, I'm heel palming. Okay. This can't be a trap, sit there for a second, and then heel palm, because if you just trap, they're just gonna pull the knife out. You have to trap and strike. Don't give them an opportunity to think about what's going next. All right? Hook, knee, 1, 2, 3. Push down, grab the hand. Fingers match their fingers. I'm stepping back, pushing, kicking, stop, stay back. All right, team. So self-defense is most effective when you can take the initiative and keep the initiative going. So as you're doing these techniques, you want to control what's going on. If I block, strike, strike, strike here, and I just drop my arm to the side as I step in, I'm not controlling their arm. I want to control their arm the entire time. I've made contact with it, and I'm stepping in, I'm pushing it back. And then I lock it against my shoulder, so it's more difficult for them to get control of it. Okay. I hit him in the head. I hit him in the head, their attention is now on their face. It's no longer on that knife. That's a split second though. You can't sit there and rely on it going for a long time. If you pause, they're gonna pull that knife out. They're gonna change directions. They're gonna try something different. You need to make sure this has a good, smooth flow as you're practicing it. All right, that is our self-defense. That is our upper knife attack. Back to your natural stance. Our self-defense will be bear hug from behind, arms pinned. So the idea here is someone's coming behind you and they're grabbing you with their arms here. Now, maybe your friends are goofing around with you, might grab you from behind, but a lot of times this happens like you're already in an altercation. There's been some pushing going on, or it might even be a punch, and someone gets behind you and they grab you from behind, and they're going to try and lift you up and throw you to the ground. They're going to try and move you very quickly. And if they get their hands below your elbows, it makes it a little bit harder for you. So we want to make sure that kind of prevents that from happening. What we're going to do is, as soon as we feel them starting to drop and get behind us, so before they get that leverage arm, we're going to drop our weight down. So I'm going to move out with my left leg. You can use left leg or right leg. It doesn't really matter. But I'll use my right leg. I'll move out. So if you're mirroring, it'll be left leg. We're just going to drop down. Boom. I'm going to drop my weight down. Right. Just going to boom, drop out to the side. And the reason why I'm going to drop to the side is I want to open up this chamber over here. Whichever leg moves is going to expose the body of the person behind me. Right? And when their body is exposed, I can chop to the groin, hammer fist to the groin, elbow shot. I can do all these cool things. For our purposes today, we're going to chop to the groin. And again, it might be 1 chop, 2 chops, 3 chops, whatever it takes to get them to soften up. As soon as you move, you just hit and hit and hit until their grip loosens up. From there, we take the leg that closest to the hand we just struck with. So we move with our right leg first, take our left leg, we're going to scoot in, C-step, our feet comes in, and we're going to plant it right behind him. My toes are still pointing to the front. I'm getting behind his leg, my attacker's leg, and I want to wedge it in there. As I do that, I'm going to bring my elbow up into their chin, right up into their chin, and I'm going to turn toward them. The idea is I want to knock them back. I'm going to buckle that leg and take their balance, getting them to fall down. They're going to fall one of 2 directions. They're going to fall over here in front of me, in which case I'll just do a regular side kick, or they're going to fall behind me, which because you're coming around at an angle and rotating, the odds are very likely that they're going to fall over in this direction. So in that case, I'll spin, side kick. It's going to be a low side kick because they're going to be on the ground, and then we'll cover out. Stop, stay back. All right, let's try that again. We'll do this kind of less of my talking and more of just doing it. So this is a rear bear hug from behind, arms pinned. So from here, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right leg, we're gonna step out, drop our weight down. We're gonna pop the arms up, getting the arms up from here. Then we're gonna strike to the groin. 1, 2. For our purposes, we'll use 3. It could be 4 or 5, maybe even just 1, whatever it needs. Okay. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our feet together, and I'm gonna step behind them, and I'm bringing it back to the front. Here, it's almost like I'm kicking it back into place. I wanna plant my foot solid. It's not up on my toes. I wanna be foot planted solid behind him, my leg right behind his, my knee bracing right against his knee. I'm gonna turn into, as I do, bump, and get that leg to bump a little bit, to kind of throw his balance off. Hit him in the chin. As he starts falling, turning, make sure I look where I'm going. It's a low side kick. Cover out, stop, stay back. All right, team, again, one more time. Bear hug from behind, arms pinned. All right, so 1, step out, push the arms up. 2, straight to the groin as many times as you need. 3, C-step behind. Boom. Notice my weight's down. 4, I'm rising up, taking their balance. You're gonna go down. 5, turn, look where they fell. Side kick, stop, stay back as I cover out. All right, go back to our natural stance. For our senior black belts, as first degree black belts and higher, we're gonna work on Tam Tui. So I'll do a quick review of what we covered last week, and then we'll add on some more for the day. So I'm gonna scoot a little bit outside because we're gonna be moving a good bit this way. So remember, for this one, I will not be mirroring it. So great, back to our natural stance. Snap your attention, pow, back out your natural stance. Tam Tui, feet come together. Right hand is in the center of the chest, left hand is out. Right, 1, look over your fist, step out, lunge punch. 2, shift into horse stance. 3, back fist, rising punch. 4, scooping block. 5, front kick, lunge punch. 6, back to our horse stance. 7, back fist, rising punch. 8, big scooping block. 9, front kick, step in, feet together, left hand in your Chinese palm, right hand extended. This is gonna be our reset point. Okay, section 2 of Tam Tui. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our right hand, we're gonna circle around, and we're basically gonna do a cover lock. We're gonna push our target down, and then we're gonna step out into horse stance and do a vertical fist punch. All right, so go back to 1. So right here, we're circling around, and as we're circling, my hand goes back to my hip, step out into my vertical fist punch in a horse stance. Then I'm gonna shift into a forward stance. As I do, my left hand goes back to my hip, my right hand comes up in a rising punch. From here, we're gonna kick and punch at the same time. Right kick, left punch. And we're gonna step out into a horse stance, right vertical fist. So let's go back to the beginning of this. Right. So, right hand's out, left hand is in the center of our chest and our Chinese palm. We're gonna do our cover walk. We're gonna step out in horse stance, punch, turn, right rising punch, step in, kick punch, we'll land in a horse stance, right vertical fist punch, then turn, left rising punch, and then we're going to do our kick punch combination again. Kick punch, we're gonna step in, feet come together, left hand goes out, and we're back to our starting point. So one more time, going back to our reset point. Left hand center chest, right hand out. So 1 is our cover and our punch. 2, rising punch. 3, kick punch, vertical punch. 4, rising punch. 5, kick punch, land that horse stance, bring your feet together as you go back to your Chinese palm. And that is sections 1 and section 2 of Tam Tui. Team, I hope everyone enjoyed this week's session. Remember, if you're doing this for on-demand class credit, you're going to need to record a video of yourself doing your 3 self-defense technique, the knife poke, the headlock, and the bear hug from behind, arms pinned. If you're a senior black belt, first degree or higher, you're also going to want to submit a video of yourself doing the first 2 sessions of Tam Tui to your online coach. All right, team. Everyone, attention. Relax, hands behind your back. Close your eyes. Take a moment to thank yourself for coming today, for training today, for working out and doing your very best. Remember, it's always easier to choose not to train. And remember that good feeling you have right now for the next time you don't want to come out of class, don't want to train. Keep snap to attention, feet together, and bow. Everyone have a great week. Maybe see you.